when you break it down, that you're a colonizer in a hit song.
And he didn't even go through all the history for real. He went through like basic shit.
He just went through shit that we see
he went
today.
Through shit everybody knew, bro.
Yeah. And that's what Ryan. That's what Ryan was saying, bro. He was like, bro, we already knew this in Atlanta, bro. Like,
every nigga in Atlanta knew that.
We knew this. Like, he come to Atlanta and you know what I mean.
Some
artists turn him up, and then he go they flow, and get the street cred, and it boost them up.
Right.
That shit crazy.
But like I was telling Caleb and AR Shaw the other day, Soulja Boy been telling niggas like, bro, he stole my shit bar for bar, word for word. But it was a meme, everybody was laughing. But if you go back and look,
bro,
nigga, it was right bar for bar. I was like,
bar for bar, bro.
So people been telling, niggas been telling y'all what it was.
Everybody been kind of saying, like, I ain't gonna say everybody, bro, but a lot of people been saying, like, bro, I know for a fact that's one reason why I didn't listen to him as heavy as like people in our generation did. Yeah. Because I was like, bro, he's taking like cultures of music, bro, and then just putting his spin on that junk. Now, granted, the promotional team and the management team of the image of Drake,
right,
is so, you know what I mean, big to where he can do it, bro, and it still goes hard.
For sure.
But bro, at the end of the day, a thief is a thief.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta call a spade a spade.
Bro, you know what I mean? Like it's his work, but is it really his work? Like that man just standing up there after the project done, like the jock that don't know nothing,
right, bro?
But get all the credit, like, and the teacher just like him, like, yeah, give him an A. Like he didn't do shit.
I'm gonna tell you, when the first time one of Drake's like rap songs came on. I'm not even the type of nigga that like, I try not to go with the flow or what everybody's saying is popular or what not to do. Yeah. So like I was a nigga that wanted to like try to still listen to Drake raps. I just couldn't, bro. Like it was just, I don't know, whatever Kendrick did, he did exactly what he put out to do, bro.
No, literally.
I can't even hear his wordplay over a rap beat and just be okay with it. At least for right now. I don't know how long it's gonna last.
Yeah, I don't think it'll last long, and I don't think it'll be like I said, I don't think it'll be the detriment of his career.
No,
like,
it won't.
Make it seem like Drake's
he's done too much.
Yeah, like, he did a lot.
Yeah, he's done too much.
And not to discredit a lot of his work, bro. He did a lot of work.
For sure.
A lot of good things, but bro, at the end of the day, this man just made a hit song. Like I said, kind of exposing what in real time he's been doing, and currently doing in Atlanta, or to the Atlanta culture. And then, like I said, it's a hit song. And then we speaking on this months after it didn't drop at this point.
Yeah.
And then the craziest part to me is like, all right, everybody was getting tired of it. Like everybody was like, all right, it's getting overplayed. Mm-hmm. And then this man went and dropped that junk 6 times at a concert, bro, and had every gang member, bro, that you can name from LA up there.
And it was such a well put together concert, bro. Like from the DJ sets to who they brought out, everything was LA texture. Like it was California culture, bro. It was
to his fit.
It was art piece, bro. Like to the fit, to how it represented, bro. It was art, bro. Like the whole production of it, the setup,
you could look at
the lights, bro.
Like, it was a vibe.
How he started out with Euphoria, bro. I nigga came out on Demon Time, bro. Like, niggas probably thinking, like, oh, Kendrick, is Kendrick gonna take it there?
He took it,
bro. Like, he made it. I didn't even left no question.
He hasn't even had no concerts in. When the last time you heard about a Kendrick Lamar concert, bro?
When he was on that Mr. Morales tour, but that's been, that's been at least about a year, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro. Like, you know what I mean? When have you, like, this is my show, bro. This is how I'm doing. Like, and with diss songs or your rap battle songs, however you want to put it, like, that's crazy. Like, and then they have, like, all the, like I said, LA gang members, or, you know what I mean, rival gangs, or whatever you want to call it, bro. Up there, different sets, bro. He got different cultures, different walks of life. He got NBA players on stage. I ain't never seen DeMar DeRozan.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They said Drake got a lot of unfollowing to do, bro.
What
he low-key do, bro. Because you got to think about it, Drake was really trying to pull Kendrick card, basically saying like you ain't got no ties, you're not staying in. I'm more staying in than you in LA.
Feel me? Who messed
Kendrick
with
like,
you?
okay, bet, like let's put that to test. Hey, let's go band for band, nigga. Let's do it, bro.
Let's go celebrity for celebrity.
Let's do it, bro. Let's see who really got that true following. Like, and I can reach out to these people organically. I ain't got to go through no labels. I ain't got to go through no managers. I can hit these people up directly, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm there for you off the muscle. Yeah. Cause you Kendrick. Cause nigga, you done did shit for the hood.
You feel me?
You know what I mean? Like you don't get that many type of niggas on stage that's gang affiliated just off a nigga who everybody just trying to get clout off. No, he really was impacting people's lives within those communities, bro.
And I think what really kind of like banded them together is when you see somebody come for your culture, when you see somebody kind of try to extort
from Toronto.
you know what I mean? Like they're extorting or they making money off what y'all really live like, and it's like, we was gonna ride with Kendrick even though, you know what I mean, either which way it go, but at the same time, he got people that it ain't affect at all, and it's people in Atlanta, Georgia trying to learn how to, you know, see walk.
No cap, bro.
And you know what I mean, wishing they was from LA right now.
Yeah, because I seen the post, it was saying how shit was bigger than rap beef, bro. Yeah. And when you look at the spectrum of it, it was, bro. Like, it was just like it was just because Drake represents a large population of people who wants to appropriate the culture,
for sure,
or blackness, or being, having that type of Black American swag, but you don't really want to be with us. You want to be associated with us. So this is basically like the divide. Like,
for sure,
pick your side. Don't play that fence. Pick a side and goddamn, cause all that playing the fence, it's a lot of gray area in that. It's just you don't really have to say, oh, this is what I stand for. Like Drake, he's very fluent into a lot of different lanes he can go in. So he never really had to say like, oh, I'm standing with the black culture. And I ain't, you know what I mean? That's what it is. He was always just able to be
as a black male almost.
Kendrick really had no choice. Like that's who he came up as, his environment. So like he didn't have that, I wouldn't even say luxury, but that luxury of what Drake, he was able to, flow through a lot of different.
He more fluent, right? Drake is, like I said, and big shout out to his management team, but his image is more fluent, right? Yeah. You can be and appropriate with the black culture and appropriate the black culture and things of that such. But with your image being, and I'm just gonna be honest, with a lighter tone male and a well-spoken, you could tell that
Canadian, Jewish.
You feel me?
Like you know what I mean?
You're not necessarily from America.
And you're not a threat to nobody.
You see what I'm saying? When you talk like this, and then you can
cruddy,
cruddy. You know what I mean? And you can enunciate things and pronounce things correctly, and then you get the money. So now you've gotten to the point of the financial status of the one percenters and things of that such. But you still try to almost like come down and still say you're from the hood. Yeah. I get what you're doing, but it don't hit. Yeah. As somebody, it don't hit. It
ain't got the to it. Like that's why I always talk a lot about texture, because it's just that certain level of that cloth from that certain texture. It's just you can't recreate it. It's something like you only get that texture by going through something or going through what it actually is.
Not to say you had to, right? Not to say you could have been around it.
For sure.
It almost feels like he wasn't around it, and you're trying to be around it now, and you still not gonna get that image. You still not gonna feel that like you said, that texture.
Because even being around it, you still feel that texture, because that's close proximity.
It's close.
So that's still your environment.
That was your upbringing, right? Bro. Your environment, your upbringing and things of that such. But you, sir, we can see that you weren't around it, especially when it comes to like real deal smoke, bro. Like even in the rap scene, like we can understand that you don't understand that. We'll make some beats. You talking about shut up and make some beats. We'll make some beats about you. Yeah. Like, I don't know, that whole beef, bro, and I ain't gonna say beef, bro, the whole just them, Kendrick to me embodied it. They not like us.
Yeah, it was
like
just
that the name of the song, like
that's
the
going
chorus,
down in history, bro. It's a historic. I always tell, don't be on the wrong side of history, bro. That was a historical moment.
You are not like us, bro.
Yeah.
And you trying to appropriate and make money and extort us off of our image, bro, is crazy. And like you said, don't be on the wrong side. You on the money making side. So really, you not associate with us. You really the ops.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be the ops.
Yeah.
But don't shake my hand while you stabbing me in the back.
He's just very deftone. Like, even a lot of things he said throughout the tenure of the back and forth, like even shit like you rapping like you're trying to free the slaves. How like deftone could you be,
that's
my
crazy
nigga?
to me.
Like, I don't think people really understood how crazy that shit was.
That's a wild line.
You're like, nigga, what did you just say?
Like, I don't think people
glossed
understand.
over our goddamn existence and our struggle, basically.
For you to not be an American, you don't
Number
know
one.
American history, so I understand. No, I don't understand, but you speaking on American history that you probably your ancestors and yourself weren't a part of.
Right.
So you should have shut up there. And I don't know how your team, there's a mismanagement step right there. I don't know how your team lets you release that, or you can blame it on AI. I don't care. But bro, that line right there, like you said, shows how ignorant you are to the culture that we are, that you're trying to be in.
You're trying to appease to us, but you say some shit like that.
You can't. You're not a part. They not
that
like us.
That line alone shows you're not like us. Because any nigga that really is like us would never say no shit like you rapping like you're trying to free the slaves. Whoa, nigga, maybe I am. Well, again, he's deftone. Like he's came up in a certain environment.
Like you don't like.
Come on, bro.
All this like, bro, 400 years of oppression, like. Come on, my brother.
And like songs like We Gonna Be Alright, like that was at a time where that wasn't just like, that was for black people, but that was for like the world. Like that was a fucked up time in the world.
Come on, man.
So at that, you could really say like, when you referring to slaves, that's referring to goddamn everybody who's below the, the wealth line, or that's
being real,
low income or middle class.
Middle
like
class, bro.
Anybody
below middle or in middle class, whether you at the top of middle class or below, bro. I ain't gonna say we slaves, but at the end of the day,
to a certain extent, bro,
we ain't as financially free as the 1%ers.
Nah, because if you don't own your time, you ain't own your time, you ain't down.
You feel me? So that joint was just like, it showed his true colors, bro. And not to say I would love to sit down and pick his brain, bro, and be in front of him and just get to know why he felt like that line was okay. I understand his rap, bro, and people talk about killings and stuff all the time, but that line right there, that was a bad bar. That was a bad take.
That and the last song he had dropped, The Heart Part 6, that whole song was just damage control,
bro. To me, it shows you when a group of individuals really want to come together as one, bro, and have a set goal, bro. We can get you up out of there.
Oh, like, we can pack your ass up,
bro. We can get your ass up out of there. Like, we can really, like, if we really want to take it there, we can get, like,
that's real.
Like I said, bro, he told that man Metro Boomin, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, bro, and he made a whole beat.
And that nigga went and did a verse over. What he thought he did with that verse wasn't what he thought. And that's, again, I question his team. Because if I'm on Drake's team, I'm like, that's not it. That's not finna hit how you think it's about to hit. And anybody who's saying that BBL Drizzy verse, it did not. It was corny. It's what you expected from Drake. And like in a situation where you going against Kendrick or with Metro Boomin, like if you do some shit that's predictable, everybody's like, oh nigga, I expect you to put a verse over like that. What'd you do special? And it wasn't a fire verse. It was average.
Very. Being
nice, average. That was like,
it was an average verse, bro. The beat was hard.
Yes, for sure.
And to me, that's that old school, like Joan and Battle, like middle school type. Mm-hmm. Like they really got on, like, and then like the last person that really dropped the crazy Joan, bro, in the class really everybody remember that shit for the whole school year, bro.
Yeah.
And you be like,
bro,
damn, you remember that one time?
You known as that nigga, bro.
You remember that one time, like this Kendrick song, bro? You remember that one time when such and such got on your head, boy? Like, yeah, boy.
That's what you known for now, bro.
Don't make me go get Kendrick, like.
And just like the fact of where you have a whole arena, basically speaking the words of Drake being a pedophile.
Wop.
Fuck him up, bro. Like. A whole arena screaming A minor.
Bro, you wild, like that's crowd control. That's culture control. That was a calculated move, bro. And that's a blemish on Drake's image, whether y'all want to call like whichever way you want.
It is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be the end of him, but like that's
a blemish, bro.
Historical blemish. Like that's people gonna always remember that.
Whether you want to like doubt it or not, whether you're a Drake fan or not, bro, you gonna sit here and act like that's not what it is, but it is.
Yeah.
It's okay though. All the greats, you know what I'm saying, have that one, you know, when they on them Super Bowl runs.
He had to get spanked on that. But it was inevitable,
humbling.
bro.
It should be humbling.
Yeah, it was inevitable. Like he was moving like real.
You move like you on God level, bro.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Let that be a lesson to people that are having success, bro. Don't ever think it's you too
Don't
good.
ever think you can't get touched, bro.
Don't ever
physically
think.
or metaphorically, anybody can get touched, bro.
Bro, at any time.
I'm telling you.
At any time, bro. And that go into like stuff that I be wanting to talk to young folks about, bro. Like, I don't care how up you are. I don't care when you feel like you're on top of the world, bro. Don't ever feel like that you are untouchable. Mm-hmm. You can't be reached because, maybe one person can't reach you, but when one person connect to another person and they band together, they hold hands.
Now it's just
a chain of people, they can reach you, bro.
You can't get touched, bro. Like
a chain of people, they can reach you, bro. Maybe one punch might miss and you dodge that jump, and maybe you might dodge the whole combo on the rope-a-dopes. But when one fighter come in and chin check you, I hope your chin's strong enough, bro.
I hope you can withstand it. I hope you got people around you, the right team around you that can.
You better.
Cause it get
real nasty out here.
Hey man,
that's speaking on rap.
That's life, bro. Like, and I see that a lot. Like, even with a lot of these rappers across the board, like, they just be moving like they can't get touched. Like I just seen Julio Fulio got. Basically got touched. Like, I don't know the whole situation, but, and I mean, if you listen to some of his music, shit, the words he put out, bro, that shit, it came right back, bro.
And like you,
I'm not in the street life, so I'm not about to sit up here and proclaim. Like, I know exactly what went down, but at the end of the day, that shit, karma exists, whether you believe it or not, bro. That shit, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So whatever you put out, however you try to flex on another nigga because he got touched. Like you just said, I hope you ready when it's your turn to withstand that battle. That's it.
Let me hold up first. Welcome back to the Paradigm Perspective Show. My bad, bro. I didn't even realize we did that, bro. We got y'all caught us in.
We like 17, 18 minutes in, something like that.
Y'all caught us in one of those conversations.
They still love us.
Yeah, facts. Where we was just talking off camera, came on camera with it, but. Welcome back. We're back in Paradigm. We're back in 3 Millis Production Studios. Again, I'm your host, Colby. This your other host, Zay.
You know the vibes.
You know what I mean? We back at it. Just another episode. We ain't got no guests, as you can see today.
It's just us. It's literally just us. Like, no studio owners. We just vibing today. Like, this feel like back at the office. But we just at the studio now, bro.
Facts, bro. So, what I was about to mention? Dang, what I was about to mention?
I know I brought up Julio.
Dang. It's gone, brother.
Hey, brother.
Hey, this is one of the many times where it's gone, brother. I'm thinking, so when you talk about, like, you can't, like, you can be touched and things of that such, I think for the biggest part of everything, especially in the music industry, karma is real. Your words are real. That's what I was gonna touch on. Karma.
Yeah,
so
bro.
I was just talking to some friends the other day, and an old college teammate of mine, bruh, and I was like, bro, I really try not to do nothing. I ain't gonna say that's bad, but that I know has karma written on it.
Right.
Like, I get everybody, you know what I'm saying, self-check out this and self-check out that, right? I'm going to use that as an example. Like, when you go to the grocery store, you go through self-checkout. Of course, you know what I'm saying, you might, everybody done did it before.
Yeah.
Right? You might forget to scan something. But the older I got, the more I started to realize, like, when I was doing those situations, conscious or like subconsciously, doing those things, when I was down bad, bro, karma will double tap you, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You could be down bad. Like, when that karma come back around, bro, when you do something to somebody, when you speak on those words, when you speak on
Especially
situations.
When you know better, bro.
You know better, bro.
Yeah.
You got the sense enough not to do something, bro. Karma will come back around, bro, and you'll be down bad, like, face in the dirt, bro. And that junk will stomp on you, like,
Yeah.
Just make sure you know, like, hey, yeah, I'm real. And people don't understand that, bro. So, like, you can't make songs on, like, you know what I mean, people that have passed, even if you are in the street life, right?
True.
When you get a taunting, bro.
Yeah, fact.
When you get a taunting, bro, it goes to a whole different level. Your karma is something that you don't even want to see, bro. Like, you hope your worst enemy don't get.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that, bro. So I ain't telling y'all to stop stealing that self-checkout. I ain't telling y'all to stop switching the barcodes. But just know, when your time come around, I hope you're ready for whatever consequences that's gonna be with it. And to all my young people, just because you see somebody else doing it, just because it's popular right now, or just because, you know what I mean, it's things that you see, don't mean you gotta be involved in it. Don't mean you gotta be a part of the trend. I hate to see that, like, because that's usually what a young person of that caliber, like, let's say, you know what I mean, because they cracking down on self-checkout and stuff like that. So let's say, you know what I mean, you one of the people, you part of the trend. First thing a young person gonna say when they get caught, well, such and such doing it, or, well, y'all, why y'all ain't stopped the last person? They're not gonna stop everybody,
right,
bro. And it may not be everybody's karma to get caught stealing that self-checkout.
At that time, right.
At that time. It might be their karma that when they get a nice car, that junk gets stolen out of their driveway and there's nothing they can do about it. So,
just be mindful, bro.
You got to be mindful. Of course, you're going to do some things that, you know,
for sure,
are not necessarily going to cause good karma, but the more you can minimize them bad karma situation, when you know better, bro, when you're not ignorant to the situation, and I don't know. I be trying to.
I be trying to build up good karma over anything, like doing good deeds and not doing good deeds just to get good karma, but doing good deeds just because I want to be a good person. And like with wanting to be a good person, you know, good karma comes along. Like just being a person that's prosperous, being a beacon of light, being a person that, you know, people can go to feel like light, to you know, get a sense of what that light feels like, and just be an overall uplifting person, bro. I ain't saying you got to be happy all the time, but, you know, shit, just put more good into the world than bad. Like, you know, this world already, it's wicked right now, bro. Like, it's the spiritual and physical warfare right now, bro. So just to be moving in a direction that's unpopular, like wanting to inspire people, wanting to impact people, wanting to, you know, uplift people, wanting to, you know, spread love, like wanting to spread love, just that alone, that would take you far, bro, because we in such a hateful society. Everybody either hating or think somebody hating, and it's just, they gotta move with love. My heart, bro, I'm such in the space, I'm such at a frequency that if I started moving out of hate from my heart, bro, I will probably get sick. Like, I'll probably get sick if I'm thinking about it, bro, because, like,
depressed. Yeah,
depressed, bro, because I'm so used to moving from a love frequency that if I started moving spiteful with hate, bro, I get depressed, or it would actually start to manifest into physical ailments. I started getting more headaches, feeling sluggish, feeling drained. I'm just like, what? Why? I be like, why am I feeling off like this? My whole frequency got thrown off. I did a full 180, bro. I was moving out of love, now I'm moving out of hate. Because what? Maybe one situation happened, man. Deal with that internally and keep it moving, bro. Because a lot of folks be letting one little situation darken their heart, bro.
Yeah.
So
I think that's one thing I had to really focus on within myself, bro, is my intention with things, bro.
Yeah.
Especially after you, like you said, had a situation that may have put you in a darker place or a dark space, or just a different space than you've been in.
All right.
You gotta really hone in and focus on not becoming that situation. So let's say here, you find out like your girl cheating on you. Just for an example, I would then, man, I gotta go ahead and turn up, bruh. I gotta be the best person I could be, right? Not saying that's not a positive thing to do. I gotta make sure and better myself. But my intention was to better myself so that I could flex on them. And it's never gonna come, or I'm never gonna see that betterment, because my intention of it, first of all, is only a temporary intention, which once I feel like I'm at that limit of I did enough betterment, I can flex on her or I can flex on them, then my motivation is gone, and then my intention is a bad intention, so it's never gonna come.
That's a bar.
A lot of people don't
your
understand
intention
that.
is to flex on your ex, so it's your intention is to flex on your ex. So the whole energy of why you're doing what you're doing is from a spiteful place. So you'll never prosper the way you're trying to prosper.
Never. Now, let's take that situation and reverse it. She cheating on you. Cool, y'all find out, y'all break up. Cool. Now I can focus on myself, and I can learn myself, and I can even better myself, not to flex on her or not to get somebody better than her, but so that I can be at peace with the situation and be at peace with myself, so that when it is time for me to find better or different, and it may not be better, it is time for me. I've done enough self-work that I can have a healthy conversation with the person that I'm now dealing with. Hey, this is what I learned, this is what I've done, this is who I am going into things, and this is what I want to be.
Right.
And now my intention is different. I'm not flexing on my ex. I'm not playing get back. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not being that person that's not letting go.
Yeah.
I've let go. I've understood the assignment. I understand her. And so I understand that her actions have nothing to do with me. But when you're so self-centered, you'll think that their actions have something to do with you.
Right. And
you'll find yourself not being able to prosper. So I forgot which part I was which part I was wrong on.
He's basically saying like on reverse, like, you know, your ex cheat on you and you focus on yourself instead of trying to flex on her.
Yeah, so basically, and when you run it back, basically what I was saying is the fact that my intention is different. So now when I am going to when I am going to find a different woman, or when it's time for me now to try another relationship, because I bettered myself without the intention to flex on my ex, without the intention to basically shit on my ex or shit on those that thought I couldn't do better and things of that such. When I changed my perspective, my whole process is different. It looks different. Now, I'm not dating whoever come or the prettiest girl I see. No, I'm dating with the intention of, I know myself now. This is who I am. This is what I've been through. This is what I've learned. accept me for who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just taking, because when you have that bad intention of I'm trying to flex on my ex, you probably gonna end up in that same situation.
Yeah.
Or maybe a worse situation. But you achieve the goal of I wanted somebody to look better than my ex, or I wanted to seem like it looked better.
Still thinking about that person you say you don't care about.
You never focused on yourself. You never focused on yourself. And a lot of people in today's time and younger people when they're dating, they really, oh yeah, I wanna get with another person. I want somebody to treat me right, or I'm focusing on myself, right? But then you'll go and date someone that is the exact same person in a different body type than your ex, and wonder why you didn't receive anything different, because your intentions wasn't there.
I see that a lot, because a lot of people say they be wanting better and wanting different, but it's so interesting, because I'm at the point where I feel like it's programming for some people, because they say one thing, but when it's time to really follow out the action of what they say they want, they go complete left field of what they say they want. And like even reverting back to the X part, I always say that when you get out of a relationship and it's something like, even if it's not cheating, but mainly like, get out of a relationship where it was cheating involved or y'all just split. Don't get back in a relationship right away. Like don't be that one to get out of a relationship and want to go right back to a relationship just because you want to find comfort in having a lover, basically.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to spend that time by yourself. And I see that so much with people, bro. Like people hate spending time with themselves because it forces you to sit with the things or the emotions or the feelings you didn't like. And I was listening to a therapist who filmed with Caleb yesterday. He was saying, "It's no such thing as a good or bad emotion.
No such thing.
You know what I mean? It's just
an emotion.
It's just what it is,
it's
bro.
Just an emotion.
So once you understand those things, and stop labeling things as good or bad emotions, and you just label it as it's the emotion spectrum, and we deal with all versions and lengths and levels of the spectrum. So once you get to that point, you're able to take away the mundane side of, oh, I don't want to feel that bad emotion. I don't want to feel that. I want to always feel good. It's just about experiencing, we talked about this before, experiencing the emotional palette, bro.
Yes, sir.
Because the more you go through that emotional palette, you become more experienced in the emotional palette. So when these emotions arise, you're much more seasoned and you're a veteran with dealing with this emotion. So like I said, when it arises, you're like, okay, you know exactly the steps to take with it. You know what I mean? You know how to pick, you know how to analyze it, you know how to address it, you know how to sit with it, you know how to go forward with it. Now you're able to do all those things. You're now able to teach other people how to do these same things because, like I said, you're a seasoned vet. A lot of people run from their emotions because it's not comfortable. And we live in a society where if something's not comfortable, I got to go find comfort. So when you're that person who's not scared of the uncomfortableness or the darkness, you become that seasoned vet in whatever emotion that most people like running from. Because you were that brave one. It takes bravery to go through certain emotions. It takes bravery to even allow yourself to go down that hole or just to not go back in a relationship, because that's such a big thing, I think, for people, to where they feel like they always got to be in a situation, always got to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
Gotta have somebody.
I know people who've always had a relationship. I'm just like, bro, maybe sometimes just don't be in one. Maybe that's the common denominator. You keep getting in a relationship. And you're in all those relationships.
Maybe you're not supposed to be in a relationship.
And people always saying, it's so funny. People always saying, "Oh God, see me, my man," or "Damn God, or when I'm gonna get a woman." Man, it's not your season to have that right now. Like, it's not your season to have your man or your woman. Man. Like, this is what it is.
You know what
I mean? Your season right now is you focusing on yourself.
God keeps sending me the same old person, or I keep getting I can't. So then don't.
Then don't.
I never understood, right? and I ain't mean to cut you off,
No,
Zay,
go ahead,
but
bro.
what bothers me is I keep dealing with the same old people. So stop dealing with the same old people.
Like it's literally that simple.
I didn't know it was that hard, Zay. My thing is here, and I don't want to go into a whole relationship spiel. We're gonna get into the next point after this. Is
you know they love relationships.
you don't do they? You don't have to deal with the same type of person. Look me in my eyes when I say this. You don't have to deal with the same type of person. You don't have to deal when looking for a relationship or being in a relationship. You don't have to be in a relationship. I never understood when a person say, I keep dealing with the same people. So don't be in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. The codependency of this culture in today's times and today's generations stemming from our parents on down to us, the codependency is crazy to me. I'm not sitting here saying don't find your one or your one is never coming. Yeah. I'm sitting here saying that if you find the same one in a different color, in a different skin type, in a different body type, in a different culture, and you keep finding the same one, maybe it's you.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you're the problem, but maybe you aren't the solution.
Damn.
At this point, deal with yourself so that when that one does come or when you see a different one, you'll appreciate a different one. Mm-hmm. And then that might be your one.
That's a fucking bar. You'll know the difference between the two because you've taken yourself away from always dealing with that same one. So you always dealing with that same one. That's all you know.
That's all you know. That's where your comfort lies.
Yep.
There's no,
even if it's toxic, because that's what you know. That's your comfort. God damn,
you used to.
We might have to go there tonight,
bro. You used to fighting. You used to arguing with them in the text. You used to it not working. You used to break up every week. So and that's what I know people think that shit normal. I'm like, that
bro,
shit. Bro, that's what you comfortable with. Yeah. And that shit is not normal, Zay. I don't care what nobody say, bro. And I'm not sitting here saying a relationship has to be perfect. But
that shit should be peaceful though, bro.
Thank you.
It shouldn't be perfect, but a relationship should be peaceful,
bro. It shouldn't be. And I'm speaking on it because sometimes you don't have to experience something to know there's something different out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to. I may not have personally been in a peaceful relationship to know that there's some peaceful relationships out there.
Yeah,
I've seen some. Now, of course, some relationships, the relationship storyline or a lifetime is a little bit different. Some people, we went through the mud together, we were treating each other bad, and they're happy. Cool, that might be their story. But I know some people that have, as soon as we clicked, bruh, everything started rolling. It was no hard times. I didn't cheat on her. She didn't cheat on me. We ain't went through each other's phones. We completely trust each other. Like, this trauma-based relationship, toxic relationship culture, it has to be stopped. And our generation, like I said, down from our parents, we're used to it. Yeah. And that's a bad used to. That's a bad known. That's a bad comfort zone. So we have to be uncomfortable and go into the unknown of, first let me find myself and who I am and what I like. And maybe it's not what I'm used to, but I like what I'm not used to now.
And you just set a bar. A lot of times when people not used to something, they run from it or that's not it. Just because you're not used to it or you're not comfortable with it or it just feel odd because you haven't experienced it before, that doesn't mean that's not the salute. That's not a situation you shouldn't be in. More times than not, that's exactly what you've been looking for this whole time. But because, like we said, you're so used to the contrary that you can't even identify when a good thing is right there in front of you.
Literally.
And when it's no longer there, it's basically like, people self-sabotage a lot. So like,
my goodness,
they can make the excuse for why the situation that they had was good is no longer there. And they can become more comfortable with the situation that is gone because they can say, it just didn't work. You sabotaged it because it didn't feel it wasn't the norm for you. And like people have this thing where they like to be in control. So with being in control means you have to be comfortable or in the knowing of whatever you're involved in. With dealing with a person that's not toxic or not used to being in toxic relationships and is loving, is peaceful, doesn't have to argue with you, doesn't feel like they have to argue with you to feel like the love is there. Just a very level-headed person. Because you're not used to that, it fucks up your mental. And you thinking it's fucking up your mental in a bad way. No, it's reprogramming you.
There you go.
It's reprogramming you, but because your mind and your inner world is fighting against this reprogramming, because in a sense you're not allowing this reprogram to happen. You kind of want to stay stuck on this old programming, so you're fighting this. You're fighting this reprogramming like it's a virus. But you are the virus already. You're already the virus, but it's something that's coming that's trying to clean the virus, sweep you clean, give you a new start, reprogram you. Not only sweep you clean, but reprogram you with new ideas, new love, and just new affection, and just a new overall energy. But because the virus already lies within, and you can't even identify or understand that the virus is already within, you're trying to push that away, thinking that's the virus because it's new to you. Shit crazy, bro.
That junk it's wild. One thing I heard is some relationship advice that I've received over the years is stop dealing with hurt people. Hurt people.
Intentionally or unintentionally,
unintentionally,
bro.
A lot of times when you're going into a relationship.
I agree.
When it's a relationship, because a lot of times they haven't spent enough time with themselves to know, or getting to know themselves to know that they're actually hurt and they're operating in hurt. And it could, of course, I ain't gonna go into the deep end of it, but it could stem from parental problems, whether it be the daddy issues, mommy issues. It could stem from past relationships with another individual. Mm-hmm. It could stem from a lot of self-doubt and a lot of self-hurt, self-harm. But when you deal with the hurt person in a relationship, a lot of those tendencies that they formed when they were getting hurt, or that somebody portrayed or pushed on them when they were hurting them, is now internally inside that person. And so when they go to say that they love you, they may not know how to say, I love you, come here, give me a kiss. They may say, let me argue with this nigga over text. Because he should know, as long as I'm nagging him or I'm on his ass about, excuse my language this episode, but I'm on him.
Talk that shit, bro.
I'm on his ass about what time he should be home. He should know that I love him. Mm-hmm. But that may be a trauma that they have experienced when they were younger kids and they were getting a whooping, and next thing they know, or their parents were, physically harming them, saying, I'm only doing this because I love you. So now they
crazy,
think,
bro? You causing pain on another person, and to program, I'm only causing you pain because I love you. So they go through their whole life.
So now
attaching pain to love.
Now I gotta cause this person that I love pain, some sort of pain, because
this is a heavy one today, bro.
That's how I love. They never got taught to say, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping me and being there for me when no one else is, or even on my bad days. And we were just talking about emotions, even when I'm being emotional. But they got to cause you some sort of pain. And then a lot of times they'll cause you this pain, and then they'll wrap it in, let's have sex tonight, or let's have makeup sex.
Yeah.
Or
I see that a lot on social media. People be like, those be the best relationships. Like you argue damn near all day, then you just make up and end it. So you're used to that cycle. So now you think that's healthy because you're getting the dopamine rush of sex at the end of the day. So because you're getting that pleasurable feeling at the end of the day, you're encapsulating all of the feeling that you felt through that day. So like you arguing, you thinking that's attached to the sexual pleasure. So you're looping that whole experience in as a pleasurable, prosperous relationship.
Yes.
All because you're getting that sex feeling
late
at the
night
end.
satisfaction.
Boy, that's a mental illness. Clinically though, if we're, bro, it's
that is sick
bro.
though. That is sick.
It's
sick.
just we've normalized so many. And here's the thing.
We're going backwards, brother.
Bro, in so
backwards.
many ways, we're in such a sick society that we've normalized sick things, and we can't even identify as it being a sick thing or a mentally ill thing.
We're going backwards.
Because so many people do it, and because so many people do it, so many people don't look at it as being,
a problem.
Because most people don't think they're the problem.
You're not the rule. You're not the exception no more.
Everybody thinks they're the exception.
Like,
so they'll label it as somebody else. Like, oh yeah, they got issues. That somebody can do the same shit. Oh no, it's different because we really love each other. How you know they don't really love each other? How you know Diddy ain't really love Cassie? Let's talk about it. But because your dude don't hit you, but y'all have the same toxic tendencies.
the same ones.
Like, let's be real.
And you still ain't left him.
Come on, man.
Why she ain't just leave him?
Why you ain't just leave your man? Like, and that's my thing. That's why I don't get into celebrity shit. Because a lot of y'all be going through the same thing these celebrities be going through. They just on a public stage.
Yep.
So it's easy for you to point to that person like, oh, he should have been. Girl, stop it.
He do the same thing.
He do the same, if not worse for some of y'all. And if it's not physical, it's
mentally.
It's mental. It's verbal. And it studies show that verbal abuse is worse than physical abuse.
It's way more harmful.
It's studies that show that.
It actually turns into physical abuse because you physically abuse your body. You physically don't take care of yourself.
Both then it becomes both. Because I'm reading this book right now about how to basically change your genes. Or how to change your DNA, how to change your genes, and a lot of, how can I say, hereditary things or things that's passed down through family is passed down through trauma in the genes, passed down through environment, through words.
There you go.
So like if you're speaking to your woman or you're speaking to your man a certain way, that's it. That not only does his mind absorb that, his DNA absorbs that.
Okay.
So y'all have a kid, right? Stay with me. Y'all have a kid,
Get into
and your
it,
kids start coming out as just emotionally shut down. And you wonder why this child so emotionally shut down. Well, your spouse has absorbed all this verbal abuse all these years to where she or he has shut down, and that's the only way to know how to deal with that is just to shut down, just accept it, and this and that. So when your child comes out and he or she is the same way, you're wondering, how did my child get like this? It's passed down not just through trauma, but not just through parental behavior, but through the DNA and the environment. Like, it's all of that. So we have to really start checking ourselves and holding ourselves accountable. And it's a lot of flack about women don't hold themselves accountable. And I've even had women tell me that women don't hold themselves accountable. But I'm talking about across the board. Like, we just got to hold ourselves accountable as adults. Like, I'm grown. Nigga, you don't act like it. Y'all act like kids when it comes to accountability or just accepting when you're wrong. Like, nobody wants to be wrong. I'll be the first to be like, shit, I was wrong, bro. Shit. What is it then? Let me know. Like,
put the pride to the side.
You feel me, bro?
Put the pride to the side.
I don't know.
You really can sweep the pride underneath the rug and never unsweep it. Like, it's never pick up the rug. And
we haven't really touched on relationships in a minute just because like anytime we do, we approach it in a certain way. And we didn't plan on talking about relationships. Like, we didn't plan. We just hit record. We didn't plan nothing today. Like, this is the last episode for season 3. So we just came here. We just about to vibe. We just about to talk some real shit, bro. And I just feel like it was on our spirit for both of us to really talk about like man and woman dynamics, and even just going a little bit further, bro. It's just I was again a therapist. He was talking some real shit, bro. When
real?
the episode dropped, when I edited,
Yeah,
and
I'm ready to see that.
And they posted, I'm gonna send it to you, bro.
Please do.
But he was basically saying how Caleb asked a question. He was like, "What's his thoughts on like the BBLs and the surgeries and you know the cosmetics?" And the guy was like, "It's men's fault."
No cap.
So when he said it, you know, I know when fellas, when y'all first hearing this, oh, here they go. Hear me out though.
No, before you get started,
Yeah.
I know I don't want you to lose your thoughts, so hold the thought. It is our fault.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I had a real like when I thought about it on my own terms, not even listening to the therapist. Anything that we do is to impress women or to attract women.
Yeah.
Anything they do is gonna be able to attract a man, bro. So it's our fault.
Yeah.
We pushed the culture. Y'all dated nothing but women with big butts.
Music videos, like music videos. You know, the top niggas going out to get like the women with with the BBLs and all that. Cause you look at back in like the 80s, 90s, the go-to figure was the slim fit, goddamn Neil Long type of body,
haircut.
Bro. Like,
Hey,
come
listen.
on, man. Like, hey, bro, Neil Long, when you get, if you look like Neil Long, or Neil Long, if you need a young nigga to spice your life up,
Hey, listen.
my boy,
Hey, listen.
bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Hey,
but like
them women don't get a lot of love.
They was the
itty bitty titty
now.
committee.
Don't get me wrong. We love natural women who just voluptuous like that.
For
That's
sure.
just what it is.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it now.
So wait, hold on.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but we love all women. But it's just the fact to say that it was a point in time where like that slim look, that was it. Like that was what niggas wanted. It wasn't until like Marcus had said, it wasn't until like the rap videos and the rap artists promoting like the everything got to be big, everything got to be
Big
wide.
in
Like,
Texas type thing.
Yeah, so it just okay. Well,
that's what they
boom.
want.
So now because it's become a thing that men no longer like it, because you can't never say, oh, men didn't always like it, because it would have never been a thing if men never liked it.
You feel me?
Men once liked the BBL look at one point. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So now that men don't like it now, women use it to compete with other women. And the women do a lot of things to compete with other women, because, it's a lot of things women do. A woman could wear a $10, $50 Shein dress if she look good in it.
Yeah, she can be on my side.
So
in the day,
with her wearing a $15 Shein dress or $1,000, that's more so like competing with the women part. Like that's on that side. But as far as the BBLs, bro, that was on us, bro.
yeah, we gotta take the blame. We gotta take the heat for that. I even go into further, and I know we don't pride ourselves on speaking on celebrity stuff. I talk about another famous person, Bandman Kivo.
Oh yeah, Charles White call him Bandman Kiwi.
Bandman Kiwi. Yeah. But he recently just went, and I'm not sure if this is.
He got taller or something like that.
He recently just got knee surgery or something like that, and he said he got another a men's BBL. So that goes to show you it's vice versa at the same time. What do women say? Oh, my man got to be such and such height. Date me, ride this ride.
Yeah.
That's what they've been saying, right?
Yeah.
So, again,
I love being short, nigga.
a lot of men with who have strong mentals aren't gonna go out there and get a height.
Nah, cause you don't know what comes with that afterwards,
feel me?
bro.
The aftermath of it. A lot of men aren't gonna move on emotion more times than not, right?
Yeah.
But some men will, and they'll go with the wave of, I want me a tall man, da 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 da, and go get a knee surgery to make them taller. Again, you don't know what physical alterations come with being taller. Mm-hmm. You don't know, your body is not used to you at that length. And to me, I never understood cosmetically, if it's not going to assist you with a better living situation, such as a hip replacement, a knee replacement, stuff like that, why you would do that to your body, because most things with your body you can change yourself. Mm-hmm. Now, height is not one of them.
That's just one of them ones where it's like,
it's
hey,
just
bro.
not one of them. But that's when
If
you
you
heighten
build
your
yourself into-
confidence.
Yeah, I was just about to say, bro.
If you heighten your confidence, height ain't never gotta be. I am 6'2" and a half. I've always felt like I was 6'9".
Hey, bro. Hey.
Hey, and in certain situations, when I'm around, you know what I mean, college athletes, I am probably on the shorter end of the spectrum. If I wear certain shoes, I'm probably 6'3". On the shorter end of the spectrum with basketball and football most of the time, especially for my position.
Yeah.
But I have never felt like the little guy. I have never felt like the tallest person either. So for me, it was like height has never been, even when I was, let's say, in 9th grade, right? Everybody sprouted around me, bruh. I was still like 5'9", 5'10", bro.
Excuse me.
And I never felt like I was just super out of the loop. Yeah. You can be back at it.
Where was we at, bro? We had to get the camera right, man. A little troubleshooting, you know what I mean? But
yes, sir.
You know, we do it all. You feel me?
We don't call technical support. We just go to YouTube.
No cap. Yeah. Oh, so did we have any other points of what we were talking about? No.
I stepped out. That's what my brain just said.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I don't think. I think we were just ending on the fact that. Dang, I went blank again today. We talked about relationships. We was on relationships still.
No, we was going somewhere, but I don't know though. Anyways, yeah.
If you can remember, I can remember.
Yeah. I like I said when we was on camera, I wanted to ask you some questions. So I want to start off with this question because since they love it, I want to give them a little bit of the men and women. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it real healthy though. I mean, so as a man, right? When it comes to your purpose, do you put your purpose over your woman, or do you put your woman over your purpose, or are they equal? Are they on equal level?
I think everybody would like to say like the answer would be they're equal level.
That's the politically correct answer.
But one is gonna supersede the other every time. An unfocused man, and as I've been unfocused in some relationships, I probably put my woman over my purpose. Now, I've learned from that, and so I don't put nothing over the purpose. Now. Yeah. I can't put a woman over the purpose because, to me, mentally, I guess I live with a little bit of regret of the times I did put a woman over it, bro.
I did.
And so it's like, if I miss it again, like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, like, I'm a fool.
No,
like,
that's real.
Yeah, not gonna happen for real.
Yeah.
So, for me, at the current state I'm in, I couldn't put, if I did have a woman, I couldn't put the woman over my purpose.
Yeah, I'm the same way, and the reason why I say that,
that's a hard one, brother.
Yeah, it is, and I know, like you said, I know most people will want to say, and like the politically correct answer, oh, both of them, you got to find balance. But I mean, I really think the word balance is overused, and like me personally, if you know me, I'm a very committed person to all my crafts, bro. Like hyper focused, hyper committed. Not in an unhealthy way where I lose touch of reality. But I'm really one of them. I'm one of them niggas like when other niggas be kind of describing like they be locked in. I really represent that. Like a lot of niggas say like, oh, they talking. I really live that. So with me being that type of individual and me knowing my purpose, I don't have an average purpose. I mean, everybody got different purposes. Nobody's purpose is better than the others. But with me knowing the magnitude of what my purpose is because of my capacity or what I'm able to uphold and withstand, I have to put my purpose first.
Every time.
And, you know, I think sometimes, you know, women may not really understand what that comes with dealing with a man who's purpose-driven, like divinely purpose-driven. And it's not to say that he shouldn't spend any time with you, but you have to understand you're going to be sharing him.
Yeah, and you got to figure out where you fit in.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, you really got to look at your man's purpose as his other woman. And, you know, I know this is a whole thing against, like, you know, wanting to be monogamous and, you know, he can only be with you.
For sure.
But his purpose is really his other woman. That kind of his main shawty.
And
I hate to put it like that because I'm not trying to downplay y'all position in his life.
It's not only his main woman, but if you enjoy her too, then you will also enjoy him.
Yeah.
If she can understand that
is true.
It doesn't necessarily have to engulf your lifestyle too.
Yeah.
But if you could spend time with that man while he is focusing on his purpose, you really winning.
You getting more time out of me.
Really winning.
Like, because if you complaining about me not having enough time for you, it's like, okay, you know, come into my world and spend time with me while I'm working on my purpose. You can be like Caleb and Sid, perfect example. Like, they business partners. So it's like, they always have time for each other because they work together, bro.
I'm always going to see, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to worry about us spending quality time together because our quality time is, we at the studio, we working, you know what I mean? And then when we want some chill time, we can then separate or something like that. But even, okay, for instance, I'll give you something. You're a workout junkie. Somebody that, I'm not saying she got to come to the gym with you every day.
Yeah, but she not in the gym, bro.
What are we doing?
Because what are we doing, bro? Because eventually, I'm not saying starting out, but eventually, if like, you not getting to that point to where it's like, it got to be at least a couple workouts a week.
Come on.
Maybe like 2 or 3. If you ain't even trying to get to that point, it's just like, we not even aligning at that point. Something I take something very seriously.
A person that is true, like, that's almost like your girl being a vegan and you not even trying to be close to plant-based. Like, you eat ribs.
Yeah.
Y'all are not gonna align well.
Eventually, bro, it's just gonna,
y'all are not gonna align well. Now, at the same time, right? I saw something the other day that said equally yoked. You don't have, everything you do doesn't have to be what your partner is doing. So just because you work out doesn't mean, or you work out, let's say 6 days out of the week, 5 to 6 days out of the week. Yeah. She doesn't have to work out 5 to 6 days out of the week, but she's also not gonna be an obese woman.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Or an obese partner, period. Some things, when you're equally yoked, you may not have to be the best at it. Your partner might be the best at it.
Yeah.
So if she's your partner, Zay, you might be the best at working out. Yeah. But she has to be somewhat.
Yes. Somewhat, okay. Yeah. Oh, somewhat okay. I'm not expecting you to goddamn, because I'll be on some wicked shit in the gym.
She got to be somewhat okay to the point where I can at least go to the gym with him, or I could at least go to a workout with him and not distract him from the workout.
Yep.
I think a lot of people, he could still do his workout because he's still focused on his purpose. That's his main focus right now. But I could steal a little attention right here. You just stealing just a little bit.
That's it, right? But you're in the environment where he's thriving towards his purpose, so it's like
he's happy and you happy because you getting the attention. You still, like I said, you still in the a little bit more attention than you would if y'all were just at the house, or when you waiting on him to come home from a workout. Now he tired. Now he really ain't got this thing. Like, it was cringy to me, right? Because I used to see people who went to the field with their girlfriends and stuff like that. It was cringy to me, the girlfriend that wanted to try to run routes and do all that. Like, that was, to me, that was always, I was like, you just doing a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Still the focus. You know what I mean? Play the music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we playing football out here, so it's only so much you can do.
So much, yeah.
You know what I mean? You might can get a ladder drill in one time. Or come to the field with me. We at a stadium. Run the stadium steps, baby girl.
Yeah.
Watch me for a second.
Yeah.
Run the stadium. Do you some lunges up the steps. You know what I mean? That's how you steal attention, because now, yeah, he's focused, right? But when he take that water break, he can look at you right there and know, like, okay, we out here, you know what I mean? She with me on the grind. But those people that, okay, baby girl, I'm finna go to the gym. You always going to the gym? Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna last long,
It ain't gonna last,
bro.
brother.
It's not. Like, cause being a disciplined man, being a focused man, especially at my age, like, a lot of women don't be thinking I really live how I am, what I give off on social media. But once they see that, they're like, oh, you really are the discipline, you really that focused. So, like, they don't really understand how to go about it, or be secure enough to know that, man, I'm focused. I ain't, bro, whatever else going, like, I ain't
then
worried
you come
about
off
it.
as nonchalant when you do that. Like, they swear you're a
Boy,
nonchalant
I
man.
get that shit a lot, dog.
You so nonchalant. No.
But let's break that down, though, bro. Cause that, like,
to allow your actions or whatever you finna say or do to affect my emotions is to allow you to have control over me. And I have then lost control over myself and who I am. And I'm not that person or that individual. And to me, I've never been that person or that individual. So nonchalant me to death. Oh, you want to be so nonchalant, but you actually do care. Yes, I care, but not enough to get out of character of who I am.
and that's my thing. Like, I always, you know, even in my past and just in general, I've always told women, I'm telling you I care. I'm telling you that I care a lot.
I care.
But I just can't allow myself to get out of my frame or just lash out and just have a raw reaction, bro. Be like, as a man, I can't do that shit. Like, yeah.
You want me to be crash out over you.
I can't do that because it's not proactive to who I'm trying to become and who I will become. It's counterintuitive. Like, it doesn't help me in evolving as a person. Like, me telling you I care, but me staying grounded enough to not like, because I'm not about to curse you out. I'm not about to yell at you. I'm not about to flip tables. I'm not about to put my hands on you. I'm not about to do none of that.
No.
Like, and this goes back to what a woman may be used to.
That's what you used to.
As I'm proactively trying to teach you something new, show you something new, you're looking for the old in me. And because I'm not producing it for you, it sometimes may come off as nonchalant. Well, the whole time I'm trying to breathe something new for you, give you new life of how a man can move and be grounded and be level-headed and be calm but still care. I don't have to yell at you. I don't have to scream at you. I don't have to curse at you. I don't have to bulk my chest out at you and goddamn tower over you and buck at you to make you feel like I care. Like, I should be able to say in calm words, like, even if I'm not using emojis, like, I should just be able to use words and just say, this, that, and like, it should be able to, and if you need more clarification, call me. Because, sometimes, it can get lost in text, like, the energy can get lost. So call me, shit, I give you the energy you look like that was supposed to be behind the text, and I think that's a big miscommunication between men and women, like the whole nonchalant thing. Now, I will say there are a lot of niggas out here who try to be nonchalant on purpose because it's a whole little TikTok trend.
Yeah.
I'm not a trendy nigga. So if you ever dealing with me, immediately disassociate me with trends. But that is a trend, like, dudes trying to, be nonchalant to get women. And it works because women they're programmed to like niggas who don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
So when I'm calm, they take that as me not giving a fuck. I care. I give a fuck a lot, actually. Colby has seen me when I don't give a... You'll know when I don't give a fuck. So it's just like, believe me when I tell you I give a fuck. Because when I don't give a fuck...
You're not going to have nothing to go off of.
I'm not going to give you anything to go off of.
I'm not going to give you no words.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to give you no... You can't call me, like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to give you anything. But I'm telling you I care. And that's my whole thing, like, I'll tell you I care, but just because I'm not emotionally distraught over the situation, I haven't not eaten in 3 days. Like you said, I'm not flipping no tables. I'm not blowing up your phone. I'm not smacking you around the house. Yeah. I'm not yelling at you, which may all be things you saw growing up in your household or what you thought was a healthy relationship. It's not me. I'm not going to do that. Doesn't mean I'm nonchalant. And maybe I'm just practicing good emotional intelligence. And to me, I'm showing you what a person that is emotionally intelligent
looks like. And because you're not used to it and it's unfamiliar, you have to label it as nonchalant or something negative because you can't identify it.
He walked away from me. That's an emotionally intelligent person, especially if he knows that.
If the other option was, that was probably the best option.
That's probably the best option, especially if he's a crash out person. You gotta so. To me, it's never about like if a person is nonchalant. It's about a person is emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
And more times than not, the emotional intelligent person has figured out that, number one, if I don't control these emotions,
it's gonna get wicked.
It's gonna get wild.
Yeah.
And that's not gonna end well for me.
Nobody.
That's not gonna end well for you. And that's not gonna end well for anybody else that's involved.
Yeah.
Oftentimes. Then you got those one people that have seen somebody crash out and said, that's not gonna be me. And so maybe they don't got the crash out part of them in there, and I'm just labeling it as crash out, but need to really be burnt out, you know what I mean? Or just even overly emotional.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you might just overly be too strung out over a person or too strung out over a situation. And I don't want that to be me, so then they practice better habits. Again, if you raising your voice and hitting me over a situation, I know not to even look your way.
Yeah.
I know what, first of all, and I was always one of those people, I know what's gonna hurt you more than anything. The absence of me.
Yeah, and my elevation after I leave.
I know it's gonna hurt you.
I've seen it on multiple occasions. That always hit I don't have to get back at you, like I just gotta focus on myself, and that always like hits.
Man, what? So, and if that doesn't work, cool. I'm not even trying to get back at you because my intention wasn't really even to get back at you. My intention was to remove myself from the situation that I'm uncomfortable in, that I'm not comfortable with, that could potentially derail me from my purpose. So, again, I don't, the whole nonchalant thing.
It's so funny you said that word, bro, because that word, it's so triggering to me because I'm just like, you want me to lose or screw? And I don't think, like, women I've dealt with, they don't understand who I used to be, bro.
Facts.
Which is why I'm so calm now. Like, even really before you met me, like my mom,
know,
like
I was, tell me.
Bro, I was.
It was before you was in the 100 Black Men.
Yeah, before I was in 100 Black Men, bro, I was a wicked young little nigga. So it's just like, bro, don't try to re-evoke that spirit because you won't like that nigga. So just vibe, like, and it just baffles me because, like, how you said with the emotional intelligence part, they're not used to dealing with a man that's emotionally intelligent. So when he, you know, acts in a certain way or he says a certain thing, because she's never heard it, or she can't label it of like, this nigga trying to be smart. Is he trying to be fun? No, I'm just
funny.
Yeah, like no, I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. So once it because if we're both tempers flaring, no one's hearing each other. No one's hearing nobody. So first, I, as an emotionally intelligent man, okay, how can I mediate and de-escalate this situation? Let's bring it down. Let's bring the temperature down. Now, once the temperature's down, it's at a cool level.
Then we can
now
talk.
the words can goddamn, you know what I mean?
Have a conversation.
We can have a conversation now.
I always tell, like, people ask me, because I'm in a customer-based business, you know, for my day job, bro. They always ask me, like, how do you de-escalate a situation? I say, I stop talking. What you mean you just stop talking? And I'm a person, I have to talk to the customer. Yeah. I just stop talking to them. Because what you going to do, argue with yourself?
Right.
Now, you don't know if I'm listening. You don't know if I'm still here. You don't know if I done clocked out.
Yeah.
Now, you got to listen to me talk, right?
Yeah, you got to wait for my
You got to wait for me, right? So, at that point, I'm a person, and a lot of women don't like that. And maybe it's the women I've dealt with in the past. I'm not sure. But when you just remove your voice, sometimes just sit there and just look. Or if you're texting somebody, just stop typing. Just stop. Because a lot of times you just escalating the situation higher than what it needs to be.
And I try that. I've tried that sometimes. It's just like they don't really understand what I'm trying to do in the moment. They take it personal. It's like, no, this is for me.
No, it's not for you.
It's like, this is for me to mediate myself, calm myself, because I know myself. I know how to go about managing myself.
Oh, a lot of people talk no more. Yeah, like, oh yeah, you just don't like me. I can't stand that. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna stop talking, and then that's when they hang up, and then I'm not gonna call you back. Whenever you're ready to listen and hear my side of the story.
Let's talk like adults, please,
bro.
That's all I be wanting. We're such like how can I put it?
I ain't gonna say non-confrontational though.
I was just about to say like
we are though, because at the end of the day, I don't want to argue with you.
Yeah, bro. Like we not look. We're the last two type of dudes that's looking to argue or start drama or, you know, get a woman flared up just cause like that's the last thing on our list to do, bro.
Because at the end of the day, we're not like. I ain't sitting here saying everything I'll do, I want to make some money, but this is not productive at all.
It's not,
because you're gonna yell and scream about how you feel. I'm gonna yell and scream about how I feel.
Now we both exhausted over some shit that didn't better us at all.
Nobody heard either point, right? Nobody listened to anything you said. We didn't convey it in a sincere way, so we don't know how serious it was when you said, you don't like me when I do this.
Yeah.
And you don't know how serious I was when I said, I'm really ready to leave you. I'm finna go get a duh. So then it just was some misconstrued feelings that, again, we're going to have to, at the end, apologize now. We got to take a step back and apologize to each other. Then go back to and revisit what each other said. And then we got to say, well, I actually didn't say it like this. I didn't mean that, but I meant this. You see how much work it was?
And that's when I started to shut down, bro. I'm not going to lie. Situations like that, I just like situations like, oh, you don't care? After I've told you multiple times I care, it started to make me feel like, why am I caring then?
What's the point am I doing?
Because I'm going through the same shit as a nigga who don't care. Because he's getting labeled as, think about it, bro. Bro, think about it.
All right, bro.
He's going through the same shit because the nigga who actually don't care, she's telling him that same thing. He actually don't. The nigga that does care, she's telling him, oh, you don't care. And he's trying to convince her that I do care. He's actually going through more because the nigga who don't care, he like, I don't.
Okay.
I don't care. While the nigga who trying to convince you that he do care, he going through so much more shit and getting blamed for the same shit the nigga who actually is doing it. So it's just, you get to a point, should I care?
For what?
Not to say that's the, bro, it's just like, it's the thought that comes up. Why am I caring, bro?
You heard anything I don't?
It's just,
I'm not here to make you no non-believer.
yeah, bro, so it goddamn, I don't know, bro. I just love peace, bro.
No cap.
So,
and, bro, I don't be like, if you look at like the messages and just my phone in general, bro, like I ain't even going at nobody. Like I don't really like you said, we probably are non-confrontational people at the end of the day, cause I like, even if somebody do something weird to me, like let's say a friend, right? They do something weird to me, bro. And I done had some weird stuff happen to me within the last year. But
speaking of weird shit, I gotta tell you some shit, bro.
Oh, brother.
Bro, I'm talking about
some more weird stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, he didn't brought to some But anyways, just some weird stuff. Some people done did some weird stuff to me, bro. And by weird I mean just some backdoor movements. I ain't gonna say some stuff where you shouldn't have did, and then you try to backpedal and make it better. And for me, instead of addressing it, and because instead of addressing that elephant in the room sometimes, bro, I just leave the room.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be in the same room as you, bro. And if we are in the same room, then cool, we don't have to address it because you know and I know what you did. So it be the same thing with like a woman, bro, or like when I'm dealing with my girl. Or like hypothetically speaking, if you know you wrong and I know you wrong, but you arguing a point and you trying to get a win, we're not doing nothing but trying to get a win right here. So I'm gonna give you your win. I'm just gonna give you. That's not nonchalant. That's just saving time.
Yeah.
That's just called efficiency. At this point, I'm gonna give you the win.
That's just what a lot of people just be wanting. They just be wanting.
That you looking for a win right now, and
you can have it.
And you can, bro. Every time you can have it, cause at the end of the day, my win is my peace.
I'm telling you, bro.
My win is like, all right, bro. Knowing I did nothing, not necessarily saying I did something wrong, but I did nothing wrong by allowing you to have the space to say, "Oh, I told you so." Right. Cool.
And the thing about it, like, reason why I prioritize my peace so much, bro, because one, I do so many different things to where I have to have like a clear mental space to get this shit done. And
exactly.
Like, and that's where it just comes down to like, my purpose got to come first.
Yeah.
Cause
that's what we was on.
If you leave, I still got to stay on this road to my purpose. Like, if you just wake up one day, you feeling like, oh, I just not give you enough attention, not reassuring you enough, and I want to get to that next. I'm just not reassuring you enough. I mean, you can hit the road, but this purpose stay with me. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, I got to continue to put that first because, you know, off the whim, you could just be like, oh, I don't want to fuck with you no more. My purpose doesn't go nowhere.
And you wake up and see yourself and the fact that you haven't fulfilled the purpose or you haven't reached to a point, another milestone in the purpose every time, and they're not there to see any of that, any of that realization, any of that. So it just, man.
I need to hear it from myself, nigga.
No cap.
Cause, bro, like, I don't know, bro. Like, I be feeling like I be moving like real genuine, real, you know, authentic, loving, caring, but I guess sometimes it just get misread.
I don't know, bro.
And it just, my homeboys know how I am.
Facts.
And just for me to like, just to have a woman on my line, that's a lot for me, bro.
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah.
So it just be like, I'm giving you so much grace. And
every time.
It's like they're not really understanding it in the moment. It's just like they, in a way, kind of just like brush over it.
Then they ain't being disrespectful.
It feel like it. It feel like it. So, and I know it don't be, but it be feeling like it.
Yeah.
Just because how they've been programmed, how they deal with other niggas. You know I'm not one of them other niggas. Like, you know this. Like, any woman who ever dealt with me know. Zay got his own category. Not Zay is above everybody. Zay in his own category. Like I've always been like that. So, ladies, when y'all always talk about, and go back to the point, y'all always talk, God, see me my man. When you get sent your man, and you know he got to work certain late hours sometimes, you know he might not reassure you from sun up to sundown one day. You know his time may be a little thin with you for that day. He might not get you the flowers that day, but he's a loving man. He's an emotionally intelligent man. He's a man that's thriving towards his purpose in 2024, where a lot of men aren't even doing that. He believes in a family structure. He believes in raising kids the right way. He believes in respecting women. He respects his mother. He respects his sisters. He knows how to rein up a young boy to a man. All these things are important, but because you will nitpick off of one thing, and because he won't nitpick, he won't do this one thing that you nitpick, or he may have missed it one time, it's just like, oh, no. But the whole time you kept saying, God, send me a man, and when God sends you a man, you don't appreciate the man that God sent you.
You looking for a little boy.
You're looking for a little boy to babysit. And that comes from trauma. You want a nigga that you can babysit, you can take care of subconsciously. You think you want a nigga that can take care of you, but sometimes y'all don't even allow it to happen. And like, you know, most of the time if a man is in masculine frame, you know, women fall into their feminine, but it's not even about her falling into her feminine. It's just about her not sabotaging something good when it's there. Like, sometimes you'll think something so good that you think it's not meant for you, and the whole time it is meant for you, but because you keep putting in your mind that it's not meant for you, it end up not being for you. Fact. Because it's no longer there for you. So, I mean, it's just, like, I see this in other people's lives. I've dealt with it personally, recently, and in my past, just like, sometimes just chill, baby, like, just vibe.
They
like,
can't those,
it ain't, bro, it's like, it ain't what you even think it is. Like, you gotta get out your head sometimes.
And to me, bro, some things ain't what you picture or what you may have fantasized about, right?
Yeah.
And what they tell you and what the shows have told you and what your parents probably have told you and things of that such. It may not look like you said, flowers every day, attention, affirmation today, how did dinner go or how did work go. It may not look like that. But like you said, what you just described to me sounds like a blue-collar worker, bro, that loves his family and that will do anything for his family. But he may not be able to provide what that little boy, but that you think is a man can pay for and can do for you. He may not be able to provide that. He may be able to only provide food on the table, taking the kids to practice and taking the kids to school, going to work, cooking here or there, doing the yard work, making sure the house is in order, making sure the bills is paid. He may only be able to provide those things, but because you don't have the Mercedes-Benz or you don't have the BMW, you don't have the purse that Shelly down the street got, that's not a good man. And that's a good man, Savannah. But what I think you're getting at is the fact that sometimes the uncommon person or the uncommon one that you didn't think was for you should be the one for you. But you have now scared that person off. And not necessarily saying it's a certain person, but you have scared that type of person away from you by what you've posted on your social media, by the way you've carried yourself. You scared the whole
demographic away.
You done scared the whole that whole type of person. how you treated the last one that you talked to like that. Now, those in the area and those surrounding that demographic, I can't handle her. So now,
and it's not
it
even,
was for you.
Yeah, it's not even. I can't. I don't want to.
I don't want to handle her.
I don't want to.
So now, not only did you put that whole demographic of man or that whole category of man to the side, and that was the person that was the type of category that you should have been in. Now, you don't even have that category as an option no more. And now you stuck back at number one, where step one, where you say, I'm tired of this type of man. This man, I get it seem like God send me the same type of man, or I keep dealing with the same drug dealers and da-da-da-da and scammers. You back tweeting, I want a hood nigga that love me, that's sentimental, that don't cheat. It gets tiring seeing the same category of person that y'all want to do a certain thing that is, number one, it's not that they aren't capable of doing that.
Yeah.
But to them, their purpose is not to do that. And that's not a man that is living in the purpose of fulfilling a woman. But you want him to fulfill you in a loving way.
All right.
And this goes back to the question that I have for you, Zay, is, and I wrote it down here. Actually, you wrote it down. Do women underestimate the power of a man's presence?
I think a lot of times, I think yes and no, of course, because it's not a one size fits all type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen in a lot of cases that they do, because they've been taught, I won't even say trained, they've been taught to not value a man's presence. And not just a man's presence. When we speak of a man's presence, we talk about an actual man. We ain't saying
not
a male.
Instagram man.
Not a male. A man's presence.
Not an alpha male.
Yeah.
Not a beta male. Not an Instagram man. We talking about somebody really living life.
Yeah. A man's presence, like the one who just evokes, a masculine spirit. A masculine spirit that, don't gotta be on his chest. Don't gotta be loud. They don't gotta be rah-rah, but he commands respect. He commands respect by the way he walks and just by the way he talks. I think even some of the women who will respect it, they sometimes undermine it unintentionally. Like they'll respect it, but at the same time, they won't cherish it. So like they'll acknowledge that you moving a certain way. But they'll try to act like you just like
then they
any
treat
other
you
nigga.
like something else,
They'll
right?
try to act like you just any other nigga. So like, yeah, you respect it that man has a certain level of presence, but you just act like you can get another one of him anywhere, and when that's not the case right now.
Like it ain't no diamond in the rough.
Like like a man that's willingly stepping into his masculine purpose and presence, and as a man stepping into his presence as a just a masculine spirit, bro. You don't who wants to do that day in, day out, consistency of character. You don't find that often. So yeah, you can respect a man who do that, but when you try to act like, oh yeah, it's whatever, I can get it. You lying to yourself. You're not fooling me.
Can't be.
Like, cause I've been around these niggas out here. I know what it is. Women tell me what it is. Y'all tell. So I like you. Come on, like let's not do that. Like let's not just respect a man's presence, cherish it. And I think that's with both sides, of course, but respect each other's presence, bro, because when we start undermining, not just respect, but cherish and value each other's presence, because when we start undermining it, that starts to lead to disrespect, because you act like, it's needed, but I can do without it. I can go without it. Like I can find another one. But what if you can't, though? What if you can't?
Are you gonna be okay with that?
Yeah, right. Can you live with that? So it's just like I think that's a big issue. Like, it's a big issue, bro.
Yeah.
It's a big issue.
I think exactly what you kind of put it in the words. It is respected, right? And it's acknowledged, but it's not cherished.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the moment we get to cherishing not only the person, but who they are, who they truly are, and what they're truly doing, and their purpose, then you will put respect on it. Then you'll start to understand the urgency. And urgency is the wrong word. You'll start to understand that it doesn't come often.
Oh.
And the frequency in which it comes. I think that a man is a needle in a haystack. And kind of how you described it earlier, somebody that just don't talk a lot. And this is just a type of man. There's multiple different categories of men that handle their business. But somebody that just don't speak on everything, but it gets done. And I don't just mean financially, but it just gets done. And no, I don't also mean that you never had to tell him how to do something.
Right.
Because I think a lot of women these days think that a man should come knowing how to love them specifically. And that is not true at all.
Let's talk about it.
Because at the end of the day, you are an individual, meaning you've dealt with individual things throughout your life, and you don't have the same love language as the next person. I hate that love languages have been categorized in only, 5 or 6 terms. I hate that, because to say you only love like this,
you have to fit in one of those categories.
You don't. Now, don't get me wrong, they're very generalized, but it's almost like your emotional palette, because yes, you might want flowers, but you don't want flowers like she wants flowers. Mm-hmm. You want flowers that actually mean something.
Yeah.
Don't say you want flowers and he gets you flowers and then you just find something, like you moving the goalpost, right? Mm-hmm. So a man doesn't come equipped with a user guide on how to love you, Shayla, or Jamila, or
It just caught random
Jennifer.
strays.
Man.
Hey, y'all just caught random strays.
Yo, and I don't mean to name drop nobody. I don't know. I hope there's no Shaylas out there.
I just said general, bro.
Yo, yeah, just general. But a man don't have no user guide on how to love
Especially
you.
if he's also healing you in certain ways. Like, you got to give that nigga grace, because,
bro,
like, some of y'all past niggas really did y'all a disservice, bro.
So, just a quick story time. I was recently taking care of somebody, right? Mm-hmm. And just making sure they was all right, bro. After the club or whatnot, after going out, bro. Just making sure, like, all right, you got a trash can, you know what I mean? You know how, mm-hmm. a long club night, bro. You need to make sure you do this, that, and the third, bro, so you be straight in the morning. Like, and when I say, like, I was met with, like, trauma, like an anger. And I said, oh, you're not used to a man doing this for you.
Yeah.
And I said, you're an independent woman, I get it. Mm-hmm. Be independent. But you haven't had someone do this and not want anything from you. You haven't had a man come to you and just be a man and leave you alone.
Yeah.
And just go on by this day.
Facts.
So then you're going to immediately respond to that with your trauma culture of niggas ain't shit, da da da. I ain't never need no nigga for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get the fuck out of my house, da da da. Get the, and I didn't want nothing to begin with.
Yeah.
I was really not doing this for you. I was doing this for a friend that's also here, but I was showing him how to be a man in the situation, another learning stepping stool to make sure everything was cool.
Right.
And to show you that this is probably what a man is supposed to do. And not probably, it is.
Yeah.
When, you know, it's been a long night, it's been, you've been around the world. But this is just a situation that I've personally been in. And it's an example. I've had another one, and this is another short story, so I ain't gonna be long with it. But another example of I've made sure that when I was riding with a friend, right, it was a group of us, and it was a girl driving, I pumped the gas.
Right.
Again, we've talked about the gas station culture, and they all looked at me crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't your car? First of all, I'm a man. I know what type of gas this shit take.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna pay for the gas. You ain't my girl.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna pay for the gas. You can pass me the car.
Right.
Tell me the code. I'll pump it in, and let's get back on the road. But to sit here and not get out, and y'all not expect me to get out to pay for the gas, that means y'all haven't had no men around y'all. And I don't know if your dad only did it for your mother. I don't know if you didn't have your father around. I don't know what type of trauma you've been around. I don't know if you had to get out while you was dating somebody and pump your own gas. Yeah. But this is how I was raised.
Yeah.
This is just the type of man I am. Now, do I know how to love this girl that I just met 2 days ago, the way she want to be loved in her 5 different love languages and the fact, no. But I do know how to be a man.
Yeah.
And I should be cherished.
Just off of that, like, even you could be 5-6 months and you still don't know all her love language. It's just like, but at the end of the day, he's putting forth effort. He's a man's man. And certain things like that, like, you got to kind of cherish in today's age, bro, because it's just not something you really, I've been around a lot of these guys. It's just not something you see often. A man who prides themselves in being that, you know, prides himself in, you know, making sure women are safe, not just looking at them as objects. Like, that alone, that should be cherished. Like, it's so many men out here that just look at women as objects. That's, you know, that's why I don't use the word, the B word, the H word, and I try to prevent myself from using the word female because I feel like it just objectifies them. Like, I'm big. I really feel like if guys just started removing the B and the H word from the vocabulary, it would set their whole mind on how they think about women, bro. Like, you would subconsciously start to respect them because that word is automatically tied to disrespect through rap culture, bro. Yeah. Like, I fuck with rap, but rap did a number on us, bro, as a whole. It did, bro.
That junk is crazy. And to even speak on, I would say, just the trauma of our community, from a man being, you know, a person that is making sure women are safe. We've also made sure of the opposite.
Yeah, that is true.
As young men and young men our age, I think it's almost muscle memory for us now.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I mean? We don't, if you cherish us or not, we're going to be straight.
No cap.
We're not doing this for the glitz and glamour.
Right.
Like, we're not doing this for the attention that it will bring you, or it should bring you. Because at this point, we're not getting that attention.
No,
we're not. But we were never doing it for that attention. We were more so doing it for us, to make sure that we were living to the standard that we deemed ourselves when we were younger. And for you, it might have been like 100 black men that taught you that. For me, I would say my father and my brothers. But then again, I can't even say that. Yeah, I can. They taught me a lot. And then just seeing, the trauma that women went through with dealing with people that like the men that are facades.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. We as on both sides, man. Like, this was kind of the episode to like, vent for the men.
Yeah.
But on both sides, bro, it's like we gotta cherish. We gotta cherish women who out here who fully embodying what a woman looks like. And there's no one set way on what a woman looks like and how a woman move, especially not coming from us, because we can never experience what a woman go through, so we can never fully evaluate or assess what a real woman is. I think a guy asked me that one time what a real woman is. I'm like, bro, I can't answer that. I've never had a woman specific experience, so even something little as that, I can't tell you because based on that, how a woman handle a specific situation like that could determine if she's a real woman or not. But I don't know what those situations are, so I can never describe
I can tell you what my mama looked like.
Yeah, I mean, like I can't describe or tell you what a real woman is. So I just think on both sides, man, we have to like give each other grace, and we have to want to heal ourselves, man. We have to want to like the same way we want to go out, same way we want to turn up, same way we want to be with our friends to have fun. We gotta want to heal just as much, probably even more, especially right now. Like ever since 2020, it's been the time period for you to really just hone in on yourself and heal yourself, bro. So like when people look at me now, like, hey, bro, damn, bro, you really done evolved. Well, I got the memo when 2020 hit. Like, yeah, okay. I got to sit down with myself and start to learn myself, relearn myself. I had people, I don't even think I think I might have told you, somebody hit me up. It was like, yeah, back then we didn't really understand what you was going through, but now like, yeah. So people hit me up like experience I went through 3-4 years ago saying, yeah, back then we thought you was just moving weird. We didn't really understand what you was going through. Now we understand. It's like, I appreciate it, but why couldn't I have that grace in that moment?
Yeah, why couldn't y'all have that understanding back then?
Even if you didn't understand or get where I was coming from or what I was on, why couldn't I just get that grace? Like, why was it? And people move like this all the time. Just because you're not going through it, at that moment you think like, oh, that person is tripping.
You can't validate it.
So yeah, soon as that person now go through it, now they validate it because now they've went through it. That's so egotistical and vain to where you can only validate what a person's going through. You can only validate what a person is going through if you've went through it yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, why can't you just give that person grace? Like, hey, I've never went through it. I can't, relate to it as of right now. But I can't say it's not true. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like even things that Kevin Gates said, like with the car thing, I've never done it, but I can't say it's not true. Just because I haven't done it, who the hell am I to say like he ain't do it?
It ain't true.
You know what I mean? So I was gonna ask, do we reassure women enough? Because that's a big thing, and I've always understood. I think more now than I did when I was younger. But reassurance is a big thing, like, with...
No, we don't. And you can tell by the way things are. Mm-hmm. All the women with BBLs. Like we talked about it earlier in the conversation. That comes from not reassuring them of their body type. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that you
what's enough reassurance? Because I think that's where I think the issue sometimes lie. Like, of course, reassurance is important.
Well, it kind of goes into the area of women want men to love them like a woman, and men want more so. I think women want men to love them like they would love themselves, and that it doesn't look like that. So the type of reassurance is gonna look different than per se she should or she's used to or that she would want or that she desires. Mm-hmm. because just because a man is spending money on you, and I like to use the financial part of it because that's what I see on social media.
Yeah, on social media.
Yeah, or what I've seen on social media. But just because a man is spending money on you, that's not reassurance that he loves you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's different ways to reassure your love for a woman, or that you're dealing with. But if I'm saying women as a whole, do we give them affirmations and positive feedback and just appreciate what they can do as a specimen and as a group? No, because the power of a woman, if women say it, it's gonna go. If women band together, they're one of the
they're hive, bro.
They're one of the only animals in the world that will band together.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to call them animals, but you know what I mean.
Species, yeah.
A species,
type shit, yeah.
like no matter race, culture, size, demographic, what part of the earth they from, what they look like, their sexual preferences, anything, like they'll band together, like, and they'll band together for like wild shit, like slut walks.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me.
Because a lot of times, like specifically in our culture, like black women, they be butting heads. Like I know a lot of women who don't like other women, but like for a specific thing, they'll come together.
Man, if they set their minds on that junk, bro, like organize, like they wonder how we can organize a pickup basketball game. We wondering how they can organize a slut walk.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me, just on that one group. If you think about like the Me Too movement, like dang, y'all can really, once y'all get on the same page, y'all are like dang near the mob. Y'all are the government.
No
so
cap, bro.
Just from that right there, them being able to do that, I think we should reassure them that and they know it. Y'all move the world.
Yeah.
Y'all move the world. Y'all move the social climates. It's just about the attention, the attention span of whatever they're trying to get done.
Yep.
Procreation of life. And then just a woman's touch, honestly. At the end of the day, I don't know what man don't want a woman's touch throughout life.
Right.
Like, so do they get enough reassurance? No, probably not. As a whole, do women in relationships get enough reassurance? Probably so. They just don't know they are. He's reassuring you in different ways. You just don't know. I can tell you this though. Sometimes a man that's a blue collar worker, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm gonna let you get your spiel in.
That was just a great point.
A blue collar worker because 70%. I'm just gonna give it 70% of Americans right now are middle class and below. So the cost of living is extremely high, and people our age or younger or around our age, so about 35 and younger, are spending, if they're not making millions, they're spending majority of their income on cost of living. So if they can find some time to spend money on you, or if they're paying for all of the cost of living, that is reassurance that I love you.
That alone, bro.
To me, that's nothing but reassurance.
Even if we go to like the time aspect of it, bro. Like especially if we talking about like guys around our age, bro. Like it's so much day-to-day pressure on like elevating and like providing for your family. Even when you don't have a immediate family, you could be like the family you was born into. And I ain't even saying you got kids or a wife. We just talk about the family you born into. You trying to think about how to get them. And that was a question we talked about the pressure of trying to get your family out the hood, like shit like that. Like that's on our mind consistently, bro.
For sure.
So just the fact that, you know, coming from a tough environment, I'm trying to find ways to get my family out of, you know, certain places or certain situations, and trying to provide, you know, new ways and new light for, you know, maybe my younger cousins and stuff like that. Having all that on my mind, and for me to still give you time and energy and attention and just conversation, that's not reassurance.
That's not reassurance.
That through all of this shit, all the shit that's got my mind, you still on my mind at the end of the day. I still make time to, and I'm not saying she don't make times for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure she has her, but like, just giving y'all from a young man's perspective.
Yeah.
Having all these different things and thoughts and pressure. A lot of times, pressure you put on yourself.
It's more than a lot of people can see.
Yeah, it's much more, because most of the time we won't show you the pressure that we're dealing with because we don't want it to affect you. Like, because we know, like, if it spills over, it's going to affect you as well. Yep. So we try to keep it as consolidated as possible, not to consolidate it to hide our emotions from you, but we don't want to feel like we're spilling our burdens onto you while we're trying to uplift your life. Like, in a sense, like, it's not like we're trying to close you off from our emotions or how we're feeling, but we just won't show the pressure that we're dealing with, because it's just been ingrained in us that this is the pressure that comes with being a man that's trying to elevate, bro.
I think next show we gotta play a game called Toxic or Healthy, bro. We gotta.
I will fuck with that. And we got some special shit coming for y'all.
For sure.
Should we you know,
preview? No, we're not gonna
say no more. We ain't gonna preview, but
we're gonna preview.
Beginning of season 4. Look forward to something very dope. You know what I mean?
For sure. To all our supporters too, stay tuned. All our local supporters in the Atlanta area, stay tuned. It will be some events that we will be hosting and having you all come out if you would like. Inviting to. Please stay tuned on TikTok. We gonna, like I said, we're gonna let it be known. Again, it's kind of like family and friends vibes. Of course, we think and we feel like all of our subscribers and followers are family. We think of y'all as family, so we want to make sure y'all are invited. Zay just ended on a good point.
Yeah.
I ain't mean to cut him off.
No, you good, bro.
But I think we reaching like.
We might be past 2, bro. But you know, this is the last episode for our best season yet. So hey, man, round of applause. We kind of had to go. You know, we had to
gotta go in depth.
Yeah, and we had to get into that relationship bag, bro. We know
y'all be wanting it.
Yeah, we know. So we're sprinkling in every now and then. But like how we did it, we not on here. We gonna give some substance. We not clickbait. We not, you know, trying to call women this and that. We not calling women the H words, like none of that. We keeping it organic. From our relationship talks, you're always getting substance from it. You're not just getting arguments and bashing and saying, oh, this and that. You're getting substance from where you can take the things we've said, whether you're a man or a woman, and take back to your relationship and apply it. Like, we give applied information and applied substance and applied dialogue to where it can be applicable to a lot of different relationships, man.
And different relationships, different avenues, different cultures. And as you can tell, like you said, we're not on here bashing women. And we're not like those other podcasts that will bash women and then they want to backpedal when somebody come on their jump.
No cap, bro. I've seen boys. No cap.
And you don't want to, but that's what you built your platform off of.
Yeah, so don't try to backtrack. Like, and we didn't build our platform off of bashing women. Like, we built our platform off really supporting women. You know what I mean? So that shit ain't about to change now. Like, we gonna give y'all some truths. We're gonna get some truth,
but at the end of the day,
it's gonna be a swallowable pill though. It's gonna be digestible. We make our content digestible, even when it's, you know, we gotta put belt that.
Yeah, listen, even when it's BTA. Hey, listen.
Man,
even when it's B2, hey.
This is a great episode, bro.
Nah, facts though, bro.
Yeah.
I think they seen a different side of us, bro.
Yeah, this is a therapy session for me today, bro.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
I mean, every time we come in here, it's kind of a therapy session for me.
Yeah.
I always confide in this man right here, bro. Recently, I just actually like, man, what's your mental life, bro?
Yeah, you did hit me up.
So it's.
So this was really our our catching up for real, because like how we vibe on camera, we said this before. You may think we talk every day, but we don't. But
not at all.
Anytime it's like it's family, bro. Like I don't have to talk to them every day to keep that structure of our friendship there, our brotherhood there.
And I think that goes to show, like, even when a lot of the people that we've hosted, right, we don't talk to every day.
Right.
Like some have been people we've just met. Some people we've known them for a long time, and years ago, 5, 6, 7, 10 years plus, and we don't talk to them every day. But it's the same relationship we have here. Like we don't have to talk to them every day to be able to be in tune with who they are, how they once were, but who they're going to be most importantly. And that's just goes to show you don't have to overshare with your friends. You don't have to be involved in every piece of their life to be a friend, a supporter, somebody that loves them, somebody that cares. And then when you do catch up, again, you can have these conversations and bring these type of conversations into your everyday conversations or the friends that you talk to every day, the siblings, the relationships you have. I got some more guests that's gonna be coming on the show. Again, they some are friends, some are people we've met throughout the show. We got different setups coming.
Yeah,
it's
gonna be evolved. Season 4 gonna be. Season 3 was like in a sense like a rebrand, but it was like we felt like this is the vibe we wanted to give off. So now we've set the vibe and got acclimated to the vibe. Season 4 is to really expand and start trying new things, because we at that point to where people really fucking with what we putting down, bro. So anybody who dislike us or hate what we saying, no bad blood, but we just got too many supporters that in person and on social media, like, bro, keep going. Like even DM, like, a lot of support we get is through the DM, like, hey, bro, y'all about to blow up. Like I done had niggas hit me up like,
that's crazy.
Bro, you about to blow up real soon. And these niggas from high school, I ain't talked to in a minute. Like, so it's just you never know who watching, bro. Don't. It's easy to get caught up in the hate, bro, because you be wanting people to receive what you putting out, but everybody ain't gonna receive it, And sometimes we feeling like the hate is louder than the support, because the hate wants to be heard so bad, because the people that's hating don't have a voice in this world. So that's why it seems so loud, because they want to be heard so much. The people who supporting, they used to being heard. That's why they have no issue with supporting people. They have a voice, so they don't mind using their voice to supporting others. People who don't have a voice in this world, they're so furious inside to where they spew hate everywhere they can. So, you got anything for them for the leaving with, bro?
Bro,
I got one more thing to end it with, man. They never see the vision. Get used to it. Do it anyway, man. So, with that being said, man, it's been another episode of the Paradigms and Perspective Show. It's been your host, Zay, with my dog, Colby.
Yes, sir.
We're going to catch you on the next one, man. Peace. Hey, and shout out to Sid and Caleb, man. Getting the set right. They get the set right for Zay's Way, too. If y'all ain't seen them episodes, go check that out. But, yeah, like I said, we're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Season 4 on the way.
For sure.